But that was not done. If you are going to appeal whatever is in that corona judgment now, on what ground are you going to agree, to demand for forensic? When there was no background, nothing about even forensic background for that was laid at corona. So you need to bring something. Oof.
Please continue. I think Ichak is on call.
Okay, so all I'm here to say here is that let the critical thinkers have a round table sit and talk with Baba, with the new lawyer or the radical lawyer they are introducing, then with Sanshitu's representative. Do you know that Sanshitu shouldn't go? Because if you're sending him away now, it's just you throwing everything away to the winds. Okay, now they can work together. Even if you want to sue everybody, sue everybody, they can always work together. That's why Baba keeps coming out and he keeps saying, this, my own lawyer is still doing what he said he will do. Now, you are saying you want this J4M to become a kind of foundation whereby you'll be fighting for every other person that needs your help and everything. And you want more to be your foundation. Fine, no problem. But why do all these things, in his absence, in Baba's without his consent? Baba, see, let me tell you, Baba didn't even know anything about what was in the document. And even he had signed now. All these things you are saying now, you will not be saying it. You will just see that they are going after everybody. And now, what if this bounces back on the Baba? Would you come out and stand for him? He is even afraid. He himself, right now, you have already bullied him into depression. I keep saying it. He can't even eat. All these things you are seeing him doing, all those ones are just fake. He's not even happy because he keeps crying. Okay, he lost the son.
Sorry,
now people are saying they want to fight for him. At the end of the day, what are they doing?
Show that might.
I'm with you.
Sorry, who can't eat? Is it Baba that can't eat?
Baba can't even eat. He's not even happy. He's not even happy. I'm telling you, for free. Why can't they bring Baba on board when they wanted to employ or hire a radical lawyer? When they wanted to sign a document, why can't they bring him on board?
We don't believe that Baba is not eating. Baba they eat.
Do you want him to come out there and be crying? Is that what you want? So that every other person that are bullying him will be happy?
Show that man.
When did this stop eating? Is it after the live show or before the live show? When did this stop eating?
This birthday shout out that he did yesterday, I was the one that composed that song for him. He told me that person asked him to do shout out. I see, if he's not doing all these things, you people will be happy. You'll be happy that you are getting at him. And if you eventually fight that man the way you fight the son, God will judge every one of you. That's what I will tell you.
Let me tell you this. You see,
majority of us. Show that might, you are taking it too far. Not be us by Mohbad.
I have a question. It's
this
not
one you are saying that the way we buy Mohbad, we don't buy Mohbad.
I have a question.
Now justice
Nigerians and the system did. Nigerians and the system did. I'm saying that Nigerians and the system in Nigeria, failed Mohbad. The system in Nigeria failed Mohbad. And now, don't let that same system fail this man. If you want him to sign a document, bring out the document, let him see it. Let his own lawyer interpret it for him too. Then he can go ahead and do that. Then they can work together with the person that is already on the case. You people are just like, it's anti-justice. Okay, do you think with or without the judgment, don't you know that the royalty is already going to the family? Already, that one is a given from the beginning. Yes, that was why Naira Marley said it, that Mo had already told him that he needed his royalty, and that was already a kind of battle between them. The only person that Naira Marley knows as family is Mohbad Papa now. We all know, he's all out there. He's all out there. So the man is not even fighting for that. He's fighting for justice for his son. The best way he feels he can. And he really believed in the public, and we are failing him.
Show that might. Calm down. You said the only person that Naira Marley know as Mohbad's family is Baba Mohbad. That is a lie. Because we saw Naira Marley paying money inside Wunmi mother's accounts. So definitely Naira Marley know Wunmi.
Of course, no, Naira Marley knows Wunmi. Why did you think there was a problem?
So why did you now say that it's only Baba Mohbad that Naira Marley knows?
I want you to understand me. See, of course, I don't even know how to romance your ego or your emotions. I will say the way I will say.
I'm not asking you to romance anybody ego or emotions here.
What I'm telling you, super vibe. And what I'm putting out there is that Wunmi should be or would be some among the people that caused issues between Mo and Malia Music. Do you believe that? So normally knowing Wunmi and believing that, do you know in that group chat that normally brought in his own testimony, what the Mohbad manager said was that me I no be you, where woman they control. That was what angered Mohbad that made him to go to that house that night. No, I no be you, where we say you be woman rapper, where we say woman they control you. That was what angered him. Everybody in that house, everybody in Malian house believed that Wunmi was controlling Mohbad. Okay, do you think that same Ramali will now go ahead and still give that same Wunmi all these royalties? Why do you think he was holding on to it in the first place?
Sodamite, can I just stop you because we have other people to speak because I will soon go down for other people. I just want to ask you, it's like this time around, it's like you know much more than we that you are on this platform along with Joseph Aloba. You understand me? Because the way that you are speaking from the points that's as if you and Joseph Aloba is 5 and 6. The question I want to ask you is this. You see, majority of us on this platform, we want justice for Mohbad. You understand me? We want justice for Mohbad. That is why we are hanging out here close to 2 years after 2 years, despite the fact that one way or the other, a lot of shit have been thrown to us. My question to you, what is the way forward to get justice for Mohbad? In a simple sentence, please.
In a simple sentence, as from my own personal opinion, I'm not speaking anybody's mind, I'm speaking my mind. And that is the fact that after the DNA is done, the next thing, just like the court said, they are going after everybody that were with Mohbad 48 to 24 hours before his demise. And they're not bringing them this time around as witnesses. They are bringing them in order to question them, to cross-question them. Remember, all their, what's it called? All their testimonies are already is already there in PAN3. So that they're going after them now. See, you can't just go and, where's the evidence? So after bringing everybody in, that's when the next will know. See, Mohbad will get justice, with or without us. I'm very sure of that. I told Baba he was crying. Mohbad married justice.
Okay. So that might
dreaming about
Aristocrat, please just give me 1 minute. Aristocrat, please, my dear brother, supervise. From what you have said now, Shodamite, you are saying DNA first. I want you to realize that's a civil case. And I want you to go back to the proceeding of the coroner inquest through the magistrate should to be. What they've recommended, for the DPP is only the nurse. You understand me? And if you claim that you are seeking for justice for Mohbad and you believe in that proceeding, you understand me? I think you are wrong. If you are now asking the DNA
I did not accept. I don't accept what Corona Inquest actually concluded. I don't. Baba did not. If Baba had agreed, we will not still be here. He did not. He kept saying, you can't tell me that this one is inconclusive. That one is inconclusive. No. He did not. Even Sanshitu did not. Everybody, they are working. But it's not everything that they will bring. Even as I'm talking, I can't know everything. But because I've been on that, I've just been, just observing everything. I'm telling you from what I know, what I could see, without anybody trying to maybe convince me. Do you understand? If Baba had already agreed with the Corona Inquest, then everything would have gone. The son did not accept. Nobody accepted. Nobody accepted. And Baba is still saying it. That after the DNA, the next step is that.
I think you need to listen to
Shodamite. Thank you very much. Shodamite, do you know that Sam accepted this result even at the inquest? He said it's a very, very good corona result. He said it's a
No, he said in my 38 years of service, I've never seen a verdict that is more transparent and fair, or something like that.
So now you coming out to say he did not agree. You are confusing me. Please, can you tell us more?
Pet catch, you know what? Sorry, I greet everyone. For me, I just like to, erase some impression. Number one, there is need for every citizen to accustom themselves with the procedure of justice. It helps us a lot. It helps. And when you accustom yourself with the procedure of justice, just the way you read your Bible, that is not a constitution, and everybody can quote verses of the Bible or the Quran or Esaifa or whatever religion they believe in, the law that governs us, the way we live, that can incarcerate you, that can kill you, is more important than those ones. Because you are here to know in order not to fall into those traps. Having said that, the procedure in this case is very simple. I will put it to everybody. This matter is here to go to court for trial. You are still in the realm of investigation, all true and true. Investigation. The coroner inquest is a judicial investigation. Anyone that likes to read, go and read about it. I'm not going to quote any constitution or anything. I don't like doing that. Go and read. And ChatGPT is very good now. People have seen it as Oracle. Go and check it. There is police investigation. Police is still investigating this matter. It is yet to be closed. Even when a court is in trial, police can still investigate and it will be added to it. Wait, Mama, please don't interject. Please don't interject.
Hold on, please, man. Don't interject.
I don't like to be interject. Apologies. Now, police, even when a case is in court, police can still find new evidence and apply to add new evidence. The job of police does not end. Even a case of 100 years, they can find new evidence and go back to court if the suspect is still alive. It happens all over Nigeria, all over the world, not even Nigeria. Now, what am I trying to say? The inquest, many people saw it as a court. It was not a court. It is just to help the Ministry of Justice. The state has the constitutional right to prosecute a matter like this. So also the police. But the state took the prosecution away from the police and asked the Lagos State Command to do just investigation, which is always more thorough because they have the power to arrest, to check anywhere and find whatever they want to have. Now, the coroner inquest only gave recommendation. For those who are alive, in 1999, when we have a new civilian regime, Justice Okuta panel gave recommendation as to when it finished. People cry. All those recommendations, it is now left for the authorities concerned to prosecute it, to act or not act on it. There are recommendations given during Justice Okuta panel that some people should be prosecuted. They did not prosecute them. There are some they followed them, some they did not follow. So also is a coroner inquest, where coroner has to do with death. It is only a judicial inquest where they ask questions. And the question they find, they bring it together and say, this is our own recommendation. They will pass it to the Ministry of Justice. Ministry of Justice will look through it. If they like some, they can say, we have heard. They might not even go after it. They might have something else. However, the recommendation of a coroner inquest is still subjected to superior investigation from the police. Therefore, on Mohbad's case, there is only one institution that everybody should hold their procos. Police. The Lagos State Command Police, not even federal police. The IG, about the time Baba Mohbad was invited to Alagbon, after that, between that period, he issued a memo to the Lagos State Command to harness all cases of Mohbad. Anyone in Zone 2, Zone 10, take it to Lagos State Command to do. This federal is not handling it. Therefore, under the federal law and the federal operation of the police force, which is the third command after federal, region, zone, and state, is the one handling this case. Hence, why Lagos State is going to prosecute it as a capital offense, a criminal offense. Now, when Baba Mohbad took the Attorney General to court, within the investigation, there is room for suing and suing. It does not touch the murder case. I think Baba Mohbad only questioned why some suspects were dropped. And the lawyer knew ab initio under Nigerian Constitution that the Attorney General of the state and federation has the power to pick someone as a suspect or remove someone as a suspect. It is unquestionable. You cannot fight it. And if you want to fight it, you must have a very strong evidence for you to say that person is a suspect. Hence, who will tell you someone is a suspect? It is from evidences and prima facie linking that person to a crime if police do not see it. As a citizen, you can write a petition to any authority to say this person is a suspect based on this. Police will now investigate. If it is correct, they will take it. Now, away from that, people might sentimentally, you can say the recommendation of the inquest.
Sorry, aristocrats. A coroner comes out with a verdict.
No, don't use the word.
No, don't worry.
No. Sorry, sir. I worry because of the language you use. Verdict is a judgment.
Don't worry.
A recommendation is an advice. Don't say an advice.
No, you can disagree with what I'm telling you.
See.
You know what,
Ishak?
Just find out.
We don't want us to misinform people.
Don't worry.
Let us work with what is on the paper. Don't let us misinform people.
Don't worry. I just want the public so that I won't make it a different presentation. When you have a verdict delivered by a jury, they call it is a type of judgment. And it's a step. They call it a step that leads to the final judgment. You are right by saying that the case is not in the court. But when you have, it's a type of judgment. Some those who call it recommendation, they are right. But when you look at the verdict of a jury, it's a type of judgment. Let me tell you why. Even in this case, you have had the
Let me bust you. Sorry, sir. Sorry, Ishak.
You have had
in Nigeria. Wait, Ishak, wait.
Unless
in Nigeria we do not operate.
Don't let us be
in Nigeria.
You can go ahead.
Wait.
Thank you.
Ishak. Let me also correct you. In Nigeria, we do not practice jury justice system. So, in a system where jury is practiced, they have room to categorize some things. In a system, just like the British system, where you do not have jury, you have investigation leading to trial, then the judgment from a competent court. Of languages you use in law is very important. Will and shall means two different things. Can and would mean two different things in law. So when as much as we are in the realm of commentary and we are educated people, we should try as much as possible to also guide other people who are not accustomed to it so that they don't fall into that pit. In Nigeria's judicial system, there is no jury. Yes, there is room for inquest and judicial inquiry. And under Nigerian law, it is termed that the output of
jury. We have jury. Correction. We have
wait,
jury.
now let me finish. There is no jury in Nigeria, please.
I'm just laughing.
Please. Check the constitution. In the justice system. No, not in Nigeria. Not the one like you have in America.
There is jury in Britain.
There is no jury in Nigeria. I'm telling you. We don't have jury in Nigeria. What you have in Nigeria are judicial inquiries.
Aristocrats.
Please, Ishak, just let me finish. Just let me finish, Ishak.
Don't mix up issues.
Wait. Ishak, let me finish.
I use the language. Don't put
Ishak,
let me finish.
Okay. Let me finish. As I said, you want to use verdict, I don't want to use verdict. I want to use recommendation as stipulated by the law.
That is what Falano use. That
Wait,
is all the time use.
Falano is a lawyer. Falano is not the constitution. Falano is not the constitution. And this is always the error. You listen to a senior lawyer and you take his word as law. It's not law. Check the constitution. The word that I use are what you use. When this...
Let me read something for you. Aristo, let me help you. Hold on.
Can I read Aristocrat is right?
There is no jury system. Yes, sir. Please hold on now.
Don't bring something
there
that
is
is
no
not.
jury system in Nigeria today.
I
It
did
was
not
abolished
see.
in the early 1960s.
Wait,
So there is no jury system in Nigeria.
That's why I
brother.
said you
Isha,
should not
there's
put
no jury in
weight.
Nigeria.
I never said jury system. I said
And
when
all
the
cases
I
are
mentioned
decided
verdict. You now
by the
said
judges, not juries. You need to include that, Crunch Queen Mama.
But I think Nigeria practice a bench trial.
Now, thank you.
and it is
Thank you
also
very much. Yes.
corona recommendation is also called verdict in Nigeria.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think Nigeria practice bench trial.
And it is also
Wait.
verdict. The outcome is
Super
also
vibe.
verdict.
Super vibe. It is bench trial. And
Yeah.
what do you refer to as bench in Nigeria? The judge is the judge. So in Nigeria, as it were, there are systems to things. Remember in 2020, when there was killing at the toll gate in Lagos, Lagos State Ministry and the government set up a judicial of inquiry. It is the same thing as a coroner inquest on murder matter. Their job is to investigate, talk to people. They cannot arrest. They cannot jail. When they are through with what everybody have done, they will collate it and they will come with their own conclusion as a body, just as a committee. And that conclusion will be their recommendation to the system that set them up. Chikena. Now, that system takes it as an input. We also go through it. We also set up another committee internally to go through that recommendation and see where they need to work more or they can take it or take some. Now, if it is a judgment, you cannot evaluate a judgment except from an higher court of competent jurisdiction. Hence, when Bankole and Smith were representing Ada Foundation, and Ada Foundation was stopped to participate in the inquest, even though the rule that set up the inquest says everybody can participate, but the judge said no. When Bankole and Smith appealed against it through an higher court, it went to an higher court, a court, high court. It did not go through any other thing. And that is why it can only be challenged by that. Because the sitting of a magistrate have given a power to that inquest. Now, that is just legal procedure. Now, where am I going with this? As we are today.
In Nigeria.
As we are today.
And that is why
Hello?
the magistrates in Nigeria.
Hello? What are you saying again?
Kai, the magistrates serve
What are you saying
as
again?
the coroner in Nigeria. And that is what makes the outcome a verdict, a type of judgment.
Jesus.
It's simple.
Okay, I've heard you. I've heard you.
Can you see that? Can you just see that? Can you see that?
Now,
so the
what am I saying
coroner
again?
is judgment.
No, that's not what I said.
Isha, please. Isha, just let me go on. You've only been here and you talk more. So I only talk once in a while, I beg. What am I trying to say? As a public, there is still room for anyone to influence the supposed homicide case that killed Mohbad. Because everything about Mohbad's case is still in the sphere of investigation. Investigation.
Aristocrat, before you
Now,
round up finally, Aristocrat, let me throw this to you so that you had it. You had this answer. And the oath or the citizen that they've sworn, those that have been interviewed or interrogated at the coroner inquest, okay?
Yes.
Is their citizen valid in the court of law as it stands?
No, it's valid because it's a testimony. Okay. It's an evidence. Well, it's valid.
Okay. Fantastic.
The process of an affidavit is another thing. You see, once you go to a commissioner of oath and you type things out, they will tell you that this is correct. When it is stamped, it becomes a legal document. Whether you are there or not there, it becomes a legal document. If you see the nurse presented an affidavit at the coroner, and that becomes a testimony. And that was why I said, what goes on in an inquest or an inquiry becomes an input to the judicial team. You see, all those documents that people presented at the inquest, the Lagos State Ministry of Justice that want to prosecute this case, we go through all of them and use them as their own reference of judgment or judgment or evidences that they will tender if they have to interrogate any of those witnesses. Because when the person comes to say something else, they will bring it out and say, at the coroner inquest, these were your testimonies. What has changed? What has changed? So that is how law went. Now, what am I trying to say? We all, including the family and the people that are interested in this matter, have ample opportunity, as at today that we are talking, to still influence Mohbad's case. But how we influence is we knowing what we can influence or what we cannot influence. Number one, the murder and the homicide of Mohbad is a state prosecuting matter, i.e., it becomes a public matter. The state is prosecuting it on behalf of the people. People make up the state. The state have their power through the people, and they are doing it on our behalf. Therefore, we can always comment about it and talk about it because the state has power to do that. Now, if the state has power to do that, the Lagos State Command also is constitutionally empowered to investigate this matter. These are two authorities that can do anything. It then suggests that in this case, if me as a public now say they took Mohbad's homicide case to court and now went to employ a lawyer, what will my lawyer go there to do? The state is already up representing me. What will my lawyer go to do? I cannot be a team. However, my lawyer can help me if I have a lawyer. My lawyer can guide me as a public to say, I am a professional in the legal world. These are these, and these are things you can contribute to this case as a citizen. You can do this through letters, through affidavits or whatever to help the case because constitutionally, as a citizen, the law says if you have any evidence that can help any case prosecuted by the state, you should help, and that is your civic duty. So in terms of civic duty, we are performing a civic duty. We are performing a civic duty in terms of civic duty. Now, while not in... Why? If as a civic duty, you cannot be arrested for that. But most importantly, there are ways you do your civic duty. Now, in this case, what I expect is this. People can get the service of a lawyer that has depth in constitutional law, that has depth in criminal law, and possibly understand activism. Consult and analyze this case to where it has. What are the areas citizens can come in to hold government accountable and also to help the case? That should be our prior motive. I said the criminal one, the one that is done by the state. That is to citizen. Now, to the DNA, ladies and gentlemen, DNA is a civil matter. It is not the business of everybody. It is the business of the family concerned. You can have your opinion, but it is your opinion. If police feels a result from a DNA, we help to establish motive. Police don't have to make noise. They know the process to do that DNA. Now, if we as a public also feel the DNA could be a motive, how do we go about it? We hold police responsible. You relate to the police and impress in them that this is a lead. Go and do it. Not by suing anybody. Now, if anyone sues anyone under this purview and say, I sue this, on what premises? What is your local standing? What is your interest? If you sue someone and say, because this person, they will ask you, are you a member of the family? Are you this? If you are not, you can sue. Anybody can sue. But when it gets to a judge, the judge will have to determine just the way the suit of Baba Mohbad was decided in the court against the Attorney General. He was asked. These are the procedure. So what I'm trying to say is this. We as public, We have tried so much, many things on this matter. I think we should begin to try what our strength is. And our strength is very strong. Very strong. The likes of Country Queen has done so much regard that. Even Yomi, I said last week, at this time, someone that is doing one right thing is Yomi. He went to Abuja to do a protest and is calling police. That is what we should be doing. That is what we should be doing. Not come and submit money. Even before you collect money for something, people should know what you want to use it for. Should we write petition? Yes, you can write petition. Protest can be in letter. You can present it to those authorities. But let it be protest that you identify what is wrong, put the solution, submit it to the right authority, and follow up. Thereby, you are holding accountable the authorities, not individuals that have nothing, that are Bogwero. We are all Bogwero. We are all audiences. We are facts after the incident. We have no influence on this case in any ways. We don't have influence. We only come when we heard. But people that were there, that were part of the family, they have a lot to do. Now, if we want to arrest the mosquito in Mohbad's house, the dog, the rat in his house, we can only talk about it. Who can do it? The police. We have the power to engage the police to do that. Let's do that. We are more or less acting like a prince that refused to exercise his princely power and is exercising the power of a commoner. As a citizen, you can demand for appointment with the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State, and say, I have interest in it, I want to know. Police will answer you. Just like Yomi and some people did the other time. The commissioner came out. We can also do that. And when we do it, we document it, then we can put it on newspaper. This is to hold them responsible. If you have evidences, we will put it out, articulate it well, and present it. This is the role of the citizen. But when the citizen is bothering itself about the paternity of a child, of a family, more than the case that affects everybody generally, which is an homicide that has influence on the general security of people, then there seems to be a mismatch. Thank you very much.
Mr. Aristocrat, on this ground, so would you Mr. Aristocrat, sir, on this ground, would you advise Baba to sign their documentation? Because if Lady Shoda, I don't know how to pronounce your name, if she's saying that the on the body of that documentation that they want Baba to sign is for them to sue the police and everyone else, so would you now advise Baba to sign such documents? You can correct me.
Sorry.
No damage.
Sorry. For me, there is something I want to say. I know people that might have listened to me have heard me. I believe Baba is not an illiterate. Because my own definition of illiteracy is not about you being lettered. If you say Baba is not lettered, I will agree. But illiterate means you don't know anything. The Malam that is Megad, that is selling something, is more literate than many people. Illiteracy is about you knowing what is right and being enlightened. Now, Baba has demonstrated something from his past interviews, that he knows what he wants. And I've always said that. In lawyer and client relationship, the client, Gogo, has power of what the lawyer will do. In our case, people contributed money for son or no son you employed. For who? For Mr. Joseph Aloba. Legally, Mr. Joseph Aloba's lawyer, whatever he discuss, he will do. Lawyer will come with ideas, what he chose his route. Now, I believe Baba, over time, has the right to sign or not sign, especially when he was not consulted on the matter. It's like an MD. You are around, but your general manager and supervisor made some decision, now wrote it and brought it to you and said, Oga, sign. Oga no go sign. Did you tell Oga about it? Oga, because when he signs, everything comes to the Oga's neck. if all this list of people you are talking about, if they take them to court, it becomes Baba Mohbad's case. But did Baba Mohbad actually have case with these individuals? If he does, and he wants to prosecute it, and he has expressed that he will prosecute it, if he now does not sign it, that will be, he's reclining on his initial discussion. But if he never knew about it, he wasn't the one that said instituted, like case of African TV, that they took African TV to court, that he was celebrating Mohbad's 1 year. Baba was involved. His lawyer were involved. It shows he's participating. If you now list people and say Baba is suing them, they will ask you, how has these people, number one, and that is where local standing comes in. If, for example, everybody on this platform did what you said you should do on my behalf, and they've sued, now when they call me to court, and those people come, they will ask those people, how did these people affect you as TSL, as Petcare? No, it's Baba, it's Baba. Baba did not see. Baba said he does not know about the case. Your case is dead. That is what it means. So I believe if anyone wants to do anything on behalf of Mr. Joseph Aloba, it will be right to consult him and ensure that you have his buy-in. If he does not give or assent to it, understand it will not fly. I cannot be in America and you want to shave my head in Lagos. It is impossible. That is what I would just say about it. It's impossible. So he has the right to say we assent or not assent. But if they consult him and he now say they can now come with evidence, but you told us you will sign this, we share this with you, and you agree. Why are you turning back? And just like when everybody was telling Baba, sue Wunmi, when Wunmi said Baba was a murderer, he was this, was that, he refused to sue her. If any of us goes to sue Wunmi, when you go to court, yes, you can file it. Judge will throw it out and tell you, you have no local standing. It has no effect on you. If it is Baba, yes, it has effect on him because it was Baba that the lady was referring to as a murderer, not me. So, Ewoni, what is my business? What is the business of Agbero with, or business of a pilot with, there is traffic on the road? You are not passing there. You have no business with it. And I think that is that. And in court, it's all about procedure. And anyone that understands procedure, and that is why at times, when lawyers are making decisions, a client will be angry. Oh, you should do it. Lawyers know the procedure. And they will love to follow it well, so that not to be turned back. Same way, the DA or the Attorney General of a state that want to prosecute a case that has not gotten strong evidence that links a suspect to the case, we not want to take that suspect to court because even the judge will reprimand you that you don't know what you are doing. I think as much as all of us want to help Mr. Joseph Aloba, people should always consult with him. If he agrees, fine. If he doesn't agree, fine. The case of African TV, he agreed. They went to court. This one is not agreeing. People should not fight. It's his prerogative. And people, everyone is in capacity of advice. Simple. That's what I would say.
Thank you so much, Mr. Aristocrat.
Aristocrat, I think it's my turn to talk. TSM.
Okay. Rotimi, go ahead.
Thank you. Aristocrat, will correct something along the line. I love your submission, or along the line, you told us to consult the oracle. And I did, as you said. An oracle said a verdict from Corona Inquest, it is called a verdict. But we have a kind of verdict that might not prosecute or might not send anyone to jail. But this is how it was read. You talk about jury. You were right on the issue of jury. We're not practicing jury in Nigeria. We adopt UK, but we did not adopt their common law. We adopt their common law. Now, he said, yes, the judgment or finding of the Corona Inquest is commonly referred to as the verdict, but it is important to understand what kind of verdict it is. A Corona Inquest is judicial inquiry held to determine who the disease was, when and where they died, the cause of death, and how the death occurred, especially in case of sudden, unnatural, or suspicious death. There is not a criminal trial and does not assign criminal responsibility. Yes, the coroner's conclusion is called a verdict or findings. Examples, e.g.,
natural causes, accidental death, suicide, homicide, death of misadventure, open verdict. What is known, the verdict of a coroner inquest does not convict or acquit anyone. It cannot apportion criminal liability. It is not enforceable like a judgment in a criminal or civil case. Now, let me go ahead. That's for coroner. Having said what you said so far, I will begin from your last submission, and is on Baba refusing to sign the document before him, which his supporter is those he praises so much. They put their effort together, resources together, get a lawyer, because they feel the case was not going the right direction, and they feel delay in the course of the justice. And I see nothing wrong, and I applaud them for put that together. It was a wonderful move. Or like Rate said, I believe, I don't know if it's true, they consulted him. But let's say they didn't consult Baba before they brought the paper before him. As Baba, who is the man, the driver, what it demands of him is to scrutinize the paper, and like rightly said, get in touch to his legal team, question them more. Because if Shitu, who is the head of the legal team, is telling him at this stage not to sign it as option, he quotes, he needs to question it more, because to a layman or to a great thinker, to those who actually want justice for Mohbad, we know the critical thinkers have done what the public wants 100%. In this regard, they've done well, to be sincere. Truth be told, they've done what we want. I might not be in their camp, but I will praise them on this one. Mm-hmm. So now, moving forward, if he's rejecting at this stage and he's coming to tell us that blame me, don't blame Shitu, definitely he's asking us to blame him. And that's why we go away from Shitu at this moment and put the blame on Baba. But the critical thinker, I would say some of them ardent follower, some of them are blinded to see beyond themselves, because they don't like you when you speak ill or negative about Baba. You call it constructive criticism. I heard vengeance earlier on. Constructive criticism must hit the points, but not throw you on the bus. But it has to, like a needle that will not kill you, but we pinch you, right? If BJ is at this moment calling Shitu out of justice for Mohbad, we all know how big is BJ in the camp of Mr. Aloba. And the critical thinkers, some of them are insisting that even despite Baba is refusing to sign, they see nothing wrong. Some of them say, we want to be patient. I ask them a simple question. Supervise. I have
to go now. They're going to report me to Baba. So I have to go away from this platform now.
No problem. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Rotimi, the body of the document didn't just entails them suing the people at Mohbad's house. It also entails, according to Shadomite, that they wanted justice for Mohbad to be a foundation. So probably that was the reason why Baba said they should pause for now and let him handle the case one at a time. So I don't think Baba is refusing to sign it completely, but he's saying that they should pause, that they are doing everything together at the same time.
I still go back to what I said. The best is to scrutinize it and put it on the table. Let's remove the foundation first. Let's sign the suing case. Let it go to court.
Exactly.
Yes, so it's still the same thing. It's easy. We come to the round table, call their representative. It could be a visual meeting. You brought two things together. Let's separate the wheat from the chaff. I love your move. I'm not killing your move. I'm not saying no to this, because what is angering them now is that Baba is saying no, not to sign it at all.
Maybe they need to edit it. Yeah,
yes, they need to edit. You could be turning back that, okay. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Go and edit this, remove this. But for the suitcase, we all support it, because the lead we have of recent in the public domain from the WhatsApp group, the driver story, and what have you, and even Folashade, You know, I even Wunmi talking about second nurse. The woman have left because I'm not seeing what the lawyer have been doing. If Wunmi could come on air and told us there was a second nurse in Mohbad's house, hello, a second nurse, and that case is like Baba is not pushing it or make it louder. That Wunmi should come and explain to Corona or to police, back to police. Who is the second nurse? Why are we parading only one nurse? In this case, meanwhile, there is another second nurse. So it's worrisome. Yes, sir.
Let me ask this question. Why I just answer the question of TSL directly. Mm-hmm. This suing you are talking about, what is it about? Who are they suing?
No, they are suing those in Mohbad's house.
On what basis? On what ground?
On the basis of a new lead, one, on the basis of even join the police in the matter. Because if police are not done well, you can sue police. It is our right to sue police. They can sue those people now. No, wait.
I don't understand. What is their right to sue those people? That is what I'm struggling to get.
Their right is concerned public. And they are bringing in the father who is the head of that team.
See, let me tell you.
So what you are saying predominantly and now they are wrong to sue Baba, to sue those in the house.
Possibly, the document is submitted to the lawyer. The lawyer saw that this is not judicially aligning. Judicially is not aligning. Maybe that was why Baba, the lawyer advised Baba, don't sign it. What they should have then say is, if we need to call these people to question, how should we go about it? Maybe the lawyer understood that it is not suing they should do. They should do something else. You see, so and that was why I said
what do you suggest? What do you suggest they should do?
I'm not going to suggest. I'm not going to suggest. Because Sanshitu is paid well for this. And Baba has Sanshitu to advise him.
Oh, no, Aristocrat, don't go there now. Aristocrat, don't go there now.
Aristocrat, try to get what I'm saying. Wait. Try to get what I'm saying. Isha, just wait for me. Try to get what I'm saying. Yes, they presented something to Mr. Joseph Aloba. Mr. Joseph Aloba took that thing to his lawyer. And his lawyer advised him against it. And he didn't sign it. Just like in the office, you took a proposal to your boss. And your boss said no. What will you do? Go back to your boss and say, tell me why. Which area? Now, what they then should have done is, if you are refusing to sign this, this is the concept of what we want to do. What should we do? Even before it comes to the public. Maybe they should have done that. Because in this case of this, everyone is saying suspect. Yes, people around him are the prime suspect, so to say. And from what the first report from the police, they said they talked with many people, they released some people and they kept some people. If those people that they've released still have more things to answer, then they should follow it up with the police. Now, if you just go and sue those people, on what basis are you suing them? That they have information to give to the police? Then you will tell the judge how you know they have information and what information they have. But if you impress on the police,
they made reference to the
it's a different right.
Just hold on. They do a wonderful job. So don't let us condemn what they have done, okay? Now it is like the document.
I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying that if the son told them it will not fly, which means we have seen an error. Why
you see the problem here? You see the problem here, right? Mm-hmm. The son, we definitely don't want it to push through.
Okay, why did you say so?
Yeah, good. The son is being seen as not. If the son have done what he's supposed to have done, there won't be need for critical thinker to bring another lawyer.
Going back again.
Wait. It's one leg
except you are saying. Except you are saying that the son has been sabotaging Baba Mohbad.
That is the point I made reference to booking for a change of sons. I think they are also requesting because according to this lady's explanation and according to what Baba said on his live, that he's happy with his son. So could that be that they actually requested for the son to step down?
Now, TSL, you just said something.
Please,
Baba said he's okay with the son.
Aristocrat, let me drop this. Aristocrat, let me say this.
Isha can give more information about it.
Just hold on. You see, let us be. Me, I'm not here. We are not. We are discussing, and we are learning. I want to put it that way. Even on the platform yesterday, this same submission of Mr. Rotimi was like your own submission too. You didn't agree with this.
Mr. Ishak, we can't hear you anymore.
I thought it was my network. I was just checking my network.
Is his network?
Is it?
Or maybe you have a call or something.
Yeah.
See, this is the reason why.
Yesterday, Mr. Arisco, yesterday, you yourself pointed out some flaws. And you, maybe the incompetence.
Yesterday,
I think
Where
on
was
the
that?
program. Either yesterday or the day before yesterday. I was on that program.
No.
Aristocrat, yes.
I did talk earlier yesterday.
Me and you were together on the program, on the platform. Yeah.
On Lechi, we are only talking about...
On Lechi, yes.
On Lechi, yeah.
And when we talk about this case, your submission was just like that of Mr. Rotimi. Brilliant. Please. And I don't know why. Maybe you now have confidence in the same son. Maybe.
Yes, Ishak, wait. Yesterday I did condemn the son. I've always said...
Not condemnation. Condemnation.
That's my point.
Not condemnation. See, as I am now, after all, you see, if I see something wrong and I don't say it, I'm not helping myself. Even Mr. Rotimi asked me a question about the son. I said I even knew things about the son before now. But he's a professional. Let him prove his worth. But now that I saw a professional not doing the needful, should I continue to embrace him?
Isha, it still comes to this. If you don't want the son, and it's Baba that is calling the shot, how do you get the son out? Who do you talk to?
And that is why for me, I'm of the opinion that he's the one that lost his son now. We can't fight him over that. Yes.
If we want to get the son out, and Baba is in charge, who should we be talking to change the son?
It takes the final decision. It takes the final decision.
Thank you very much. Now, thank you. Now, you then now have a misdirection where, as a team that is supporting Baba, you now come with a document that is going to counter is the son that he has said he does not have problem with. Do you think he's going to fly? He's not going to fly.
Baba didn't agree with the position or the suit to be filed.
Thank you very much.
Baba also said, Baba also said, the lawyer said, the son said, the more the merrier. But in another angle, Baba is also saying he wants the same son to be involved. He wants the son to sit down on the round table with the critical thinkers. The critical thinkers have their own professional suspicion.
Now, it still comes to the table.
Basis?
What you are saying, Ishak, which is very good, it still comes to the table that the man in charge of all these things, just like when we have the case of Odumosu, where people are shouting, change Odumosu, change Odumosu. It was when the man felt, change Odumosu, that he agreed.
Exactly.
Call to be changed for Odumosu to be changed started way before he was removed.
Yeah.
So the critical thinkers too should learn from this and understand their principle. If he feels so strong with the lawyer he's using, just like then, when they say, oh, take back Ole and Smith, he will take it, I don't hear, take it to his lawyer. He will come back and say, no, my lawyer also said no. You know his modus operandi. So let's look at Baba as a boss.
Yes.
And we are all his staff.
Yes.
If you want your boss to assent to a plan, what do? You bring things to him that you will give him some, you will take some. It's a negotiation. And you will tell him so that he can sign to it. But if the critical thinkers have met a brick wall now, what I expect them to do is Yoruba should rejig and put it in confidence. So whatever they are doing, they know that he put his mouth there. If they want to sue 10 people, maybe they should go for 2 people that they know he feels so strong about. Maybe we approve that. That is a milestone. They move to the other one. But if the man is still the one that calls the shots, there is nothing they can do. You always kick it out until he's satisfied.
Ishak, apparently they have a new lawyer that they want to take over the case.
No,
said that the lawyer can work with Sanshitu.
TSL.
But they are refusing that. Yeah, carry on.
TSL, can I jump on that? Yeah, what critical thinkers wanted to do is not about removing Shanshitu. Because even if you remember, what Shanshitu was saying is, the more the merrier, in the reasons of, oh, yeah, of course, right from when Shanshitu was coming in or during the ongoing proceeding, with everybody is saying, oh, we want them to sue everybody in that house, which is quite understandable. And, okay, Shanshitu, what are the process or what is the procedure or the format that we should go about it? And the statement is, you know what? Corona inquest is ongoing. Let us done with that before moving to the next level. Okay, that's fine. Corona inquest is done. We have a verdict, which is quite, the way it is. And now, based on the other discussion that we've had before, we are taking it up. We know you're working, you're doing so much, but is it possible that we had another legal people taking this over? Truly, we may say, oh, Baba look at the, what he wanted to sign, and he discovered that, oh, the president is there, the state government is there, these are there. How did you want to win? Maybe when he take it to San and it's like, no, there's something that will not fly on this. Can we cut it down? There are ways of which we can go about it, which no doubt. But at the same time, looking at it from the way Baba rejected it, which is more of like, it's hope for this. We can't cry more than the bereaved. We all know that. Shanshitu have made mention of the more the merrier, which is quite good. If it is based on that number or the list that was being given or the people that want to be sued, if Shanshitu have a more of, okay, you know what, guys, can we do it in another way around? It is another ball game. But as it stands, before critical thinker hands off, that has never happened. So don't let us go into, oh, maybe the list is so much, or maybe so it is a different ball game. That is stand on it. Because number one, critical thinkers will not append that because they are not the main major person that is being concerned. Nobody is going to append it except Baba. But at any point, Baba has said, no, I can't do this. There's nobody that want to move on with that. So that is the position of critical thinker. I'm not speaking because...
Please, let me ask you a question. Please, let me ask you a quick question. What this suit, I don't really have knowledge of it anyways, but what this suit, what really, 2 points of this document that Mr. Joseph Aloba refused to sign, what is it about?
Well, I may not be able to speak so much on that because I'm not speaking on behalf of critical thinker. Please let me clear that so that we
Yes. Well, what you think is about?
Yeah, the first one, which I believe, don't let me use the word believe, my apologies for that. I think that, Baba think or have this form of, no, I can't go ahead and sign this, is this. Looking at the form of antecedent or what has happened, my lawyer have to say this. That's one. And critical thinker did not say your lawyer should not say it. Oh, your lawyer want to say it, please go ahead, let your lawyer say it. That is clear to Baba. Then the second thing is this. Baba may look at it from the angle of the number of people who are on that list is something to raise a lot of concern. And there is a reason why those number and on the list, in the sense of we really want to go into this and see what will happen. So Baba saying the list of the people. In fact, to be fair with you, initially Baba didn't even want to see that letter because there are lots so much of emotion on him. There are lots so much of anger in him as at that period, unknown to critical thinkers, to be fair. So, but however, those are major 2 or 3 things that I think Baba is more of like, no, I can't append on this. There is nothing relating to finance about that letter at all to Baba. So let's put that aside.
All right, Prince. You have not really answered my question. Maybe Ishak will. What I want to know is this letter or this suit they are talking about. What is it for? What are the premises? Because what are you asking the court for? What are they suing people for? Even before we go to the people they want to sue, what is it? Because
what is in the body of the letter?
Yes, since none of us have those, we all listen to hearsay. And we can't really understand because they don't seem to want to tell us what is actually in that letter. And probably we will now help to say this is why Baba did not sign it. Or him not signing it is this, is that. We don't know.
If you listen to her from
somebody came here and claimed to be Baba latest PA and has told you those who want to believe her should believe her.
She said she was just close to Baba.
No, she's too close to Baba, and she has told us that there is the foundation, there is this and that. Those who want to believe her should believe her. But I believe, let me tell you, Aristocrat, you have done something.
Be sure
let me tell you. Aristocrat, let me tell you something. If the steps taken by the critical thinkers is far from your submission, I will have interjected you. You see, when no matter the issue of bandit or whatever that we are talking about, I listen to you carefully. If I see anything far from what I think the critical thinkers have done, I will interject you. But if I don't have, I keep my mouth shut and learn.
Okay, I get your point. So I'll get an idea what it is about. But wait, Ishak, Prince, everybody, let me just say this for last. We are all on this justice for Mohbad since it started. And we know the disposition of Mr. Joseph Aloba on certain names and on certain matters. So if you are still pushing those matters, Yoruba will say, well, or there is an English saying that say, when you throw a feather up 1,000,000 times, it will always land flat. Let them seek another way of getting those things. Lastly, people in that house can be sued. I didn't say they can't be sued. People should get it. But I'm not going to say the area they can be sued. Because even the recommendation of the Corona Inquest have indicated how Baba Mohbad himself can seek some civil redress. That after that judgment, criminal prosecution can come in. But it's left for them to exploit. At least, it's left for them. But if they don't want to, we see it. But I just believe that as public, rather for us chasing many things, let's focus on certain things that will give us a giant win. Let's go for the most important.